Oh, he ain't hearing it. Oh, shit. Yeah, pull that mic close.
Yo, I'm from the L, you know me well, yes, Blicka don't. I ain't the bait or the poet you fishing on. Listen, I ain't a crip of blood. I can tell you how to do this shit, just get with me, cuz nah. I ain't from LA, I don't bang. I can show you how to make money and make change, you know. I ain't a dollar, none of that. I fucked up, I ain't did this shit in a while, but chill.
Yo, we gotta start doing
that. That was the challenge of the day, goddammit.
Doing that, though. Niggas that rap, you gotta come out and give us 16, man.
It's been a while. I rapped to the chicken beat before.
That was dope.
You are now tuned into the Mindful Exchange
podcast.
Nah, you gotta say it, Cap. It sound better.
You are now tuned into the Mindful Exchange podcast.
Hopefully, Jetta don't fuck the shit up this week.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault though. I
have to talk junk to Jetta.
I feel bad because it wasn't his fault, and you know I be doing my weird troubleshooting shit. And there was an update that was just put out based on audio issues with the box.
Okay.
And then I tested it, and that wire, that cable wasn't working, so he double didn't do it. Even though he be fucking
a little inebriated over there.
He be fucking up a little bit.
He be fucking the beat up. You know what I'm saying?
Like putting the wrong name on people and stuff.
Yeah, something like that. So, before we get started, before we start getting on Jetta talking about all of his indiscrepancies behind the boards, but he does a great job. We have a special guest in the building. You know what I mean? You know, we got we're gonna call him the light skinned pastor.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Ever since Cali. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite rappers, not just locally but in general. You know what I'm saying?
Your favorite stepdad's favorite stepdad.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm your favorite stepdad. You know, I'm the OG stepdad.
He the OG.
I'm the OG stepdad.
I ain't gonna lie
but you know what I'm saying? You know, that's
unspoken. He handed me the torch.
Yeah,
unspoken. It was just a thing. I mean, it's another wavelength.
But man. You know, we got our boy Blicka Dawn in the building.
Thank you for visiting finally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you here.
He left his hairline at home though.
You better stop that. He's still a YG. I don't give a fuck what he talking all this. You think he a grown old man now? Nah, you still a YG, bro. I don't care what you say. We got a few more years until you get the OG status. You still young. Don't let that nigga fool you.
I ain't saying I'm an OG.
No. What I'm saying is he's talking about. Don't let him get you like that. He throws those subs.
Yeah, not the. Yeah.
You're not gonna be shooting at our guests like that.
Nah, that was my one and only.
This nigga.
You know, we take our best step forward.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I told you this is the OG, man.
Take that shit.
I'd have been around. You know how long I've been around, y'all.
Real shit.
So when it comes to the cut down, I learned how to stack the tree stump blocks back up and still, you know what I mean?
That shit builds character too, man. Being around your peoples and being able to
facts. Being around the King Roaster.
But you know,
we gonna get you though.
The crazy thing is, the funniest thing I've ever said to Blicka, he actually said to me. I was going in and he was just like, yo, I can't even hear you, son. I didn't even know what the fuck to say. He pulled his shit. I can't even hear you, son. I don't know how long I was talking for. I just went like this.
Hoodie, I can't wait to push you in the pool, nigga.
I only swim in circles because I only got 1 foot to kick with, but
in the
I'm
deep
ready.
end too. Just be like, fuck it.
I float. I'm fat.
You got
That's
it.
crazy.
You got it, son. Yo, so how was y'all week, man? Quest, how was your week?
Same old, man. You know, getting to it, reassessing my journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's time traveled a little bit, working on this book. You know what I mean? That my daughter got me for Father's Day, so I'm retracking and filling in the passages, that's going to outlive me. And it literally, the gift is going back in time. So
that's dope.
Tell them what the book is, because we talked about that. Tell them what it's called. That shit is dope.
It's basically like share your story. You know what I mean? My daughter got it for me for Father's Day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's basically filling in passages with questions about my lineage, my life, grade school era, who was my most influential, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm on to my grandparents and stuff and their origins and looking past, some of the pages, there's a big open spot for life lessons.
So it's something you feeling?
I feel in that's gonna be for her as a keepsake.
That's dope, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm writing in the same way that I speak to her, so she can hear the voice as we're, you know what I'm saying, as she's reading it. You know what I mean? So doing that has been the gift because I'm reliving my life.
That's dope.
That's
man.
fine.
Yeah, they have a mom and a dad one, and it like goes and asks you so many specific questions about what you like, how you live, who was your favorite, where you're from, what kind of experiences did you have, what kind of every little detail of your life that you can actually think of.
Yeah,
it
very
takes you back through as a present for your kids, so that you can live on. So your grandkids can be like, yo, this is my book from my grandpa Johnny Quest, you know what I mean? My great-great-grandpa, and this is who he is and who he was.
What it made me recognize, though, and I was talking to Tom Sturp about it today, is how much my mother never shared with me about my grandparents and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I'm looking back in hindsight, and I'm like...
So were you ever like... Did you have a relationship with your grandparents at all, or
not on her father's side? And I had to kind of ask her yesterday, like, yo, mom, like, why didn't you tell me about your biological grandpa? Like, I met him on my own merit without her.
Wow.
And that really was like the norm to me, but it shouldn't have been the norm. And I had to ask those tough questions, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you guys have an strain? Like, trying to connect the dots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, as a man, I think that's what we do naturally. It's like, okay, what was going on there that prevented you from
connecting me with, you know what I'm saying, my bio, and I look like him. Like, there's a picture of him as a younger man, and he's next to my picture, and I look just like the nigga. That's why I shaved my shit off, so I can see the features of the Robinsons, and I see myself in them, and
that's
I'm like,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And
can I drop a jewel on you?
Yeah.
I guess it's not a jewel. It's just like a family thing. So my last name is Poole, right? My kids carry that last name. But that's not actually my dad's last name. That's his stepdad's last name.
Same with mine.
His real dad's last name was Miles. So I'm a Miles.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's the same thing with my dad. He took his stepfather's last name. That's where my last name comes from.
Yeah, but that kind of throws off your ancestry.
Yeah, it does.
It
does.
It's not even like you can't even trace that.
Yeah. I didn't even know that until probably like 5-6 years ago.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's very crazy.
Because you wouldn't even know what, like, granted, if you go on a search, you don't know where the roadblock is.
That's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
And then guess what? When I was up top, the last, pull that mic closer too. The last bid I did, guess who I was locked up with? A Curtis Miles.
That's
word.
crazy.
And he was related to me. We kicked it, we talked, all that, right? But at that point, I didn't even put together that, like, he told me we was family.
That's crazy.
But at that point, I didn't know
you was a Miles at that point.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
how did he know?
Because he's my dad's age.
Oh, got you.
You know
Got you.
y'all got the same name.
Yeah.
That's
what fucked me up. In retrospect, that's what fucked me up. Yeah. In the moment, it didn't mean much to me. He was telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, yeah, he's talking about my dad and all this stuff. And so I think that's my dad's first cousin. Just like that's how I'm related to like Kyle and Just. They're Mileses.
That's
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, that pool, because I remember
their uncle is the Miles from the Tops. That's their uncle.
Right.
Yeah, Donald.
Yep. So it's like, damn, my kids is all grown and shit. What do you do about that?
Right.
Because me and Roy had that conversation. It's like, I want my kids to carry on the lineage. I've never met the dude who you took the last name from.
Right. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's tough.
That's tough.
I mean, especially when you spent your whole life as that identity, not saying that, the last name, I don't want to say it doesn't matter. That's not how I wanted
you
to
carry
say.
your last name.
But, you
carry
spent
that
you spent a lifetime, what you about 25 now? So, you spent
I'm 34, but
34, you know what I'm saying?
Don't let my gray hair tell it. You know what I'm saying?
But when you carry that last name, that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up to say, but now that's who you are. Like, I understand what you're saying about, the lineage and this and that, but the lineage that you're leaving your kids is who you are.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm Kurt
It's
Poole.
like you,
nigga.
It's almost like I rebuilt it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm Curtis Poole. I am the lineage.
Yes,
nigga,
yeah.
and you are mine. So I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, we are what we breed. And if you breed greatness, you know what I'm saying?
Any
Cappy on
of
the
you
great.
guys on Ancestry.com?
I'm on there lightly. I'm on there enough to where I get hints on my.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you get hits on that motherfucker?
Yeah, like it's funny. So earlier this year, one of my her name, I forget her name, but randomly I get an inbox on Facebook and she's like, "Hey, this is my name. This is who I'm related to."
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm just trying to locate my dad, this and that. And I'm like, well, how you know we cousins? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, she's like, I try to reach out to your aunt, but whatever. I don't know if that conversation, however it went. But let me just go look on Ancestry.
Yeah.
What you not know? She was one of the hits on my Ancestry.
Shit.
Oh,
And
so
I'm
she
like,
hit you on Facebook?
yeah,
type
because
shit?
she must have
probably
been
got
doing
a
her.
hit. She
She got a hit.
too.
And I go on mine. I'm like, oh, you must be some kind of cousins. And she was looking for her dad. She still ain't found him yet. But
That's sad,
I
man.
still technically don't know how we related.
Yeah.
Because my grandma passed away.
Yeah.
And there's so much is
Those dots got to be connected somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the old people, man, they
the ones
They
who
was
built the
different
map.
back in
was
the day
different back
too.
in-
Like
I mean,
they
you gotta-
was sly foxing like a motherfucker back
Put it
then.
this way.
That's what Marshall be saying. Sly foxing and Dre.
Yeah.
Like, we say shit like creeping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
say it like this. My grandfather.
There
my
wasn't no
grandfather-
social media or phones or none of that back then. So it's like
it was just relations.
Word up. If your
Relations.
town was big enough, you can have two families, one on each side of the town.
that's crazy.
And I think that's what her situation was like. Cause
was she around here? Or?
now she lives in Rochester, and that's why it was so coincidental too. Because my grandma's family, her sisters, all live there. They sons, daughters, they all live in Rochester.
That's where all the pools are too. So the family that I have that is like, I hate to say the word step because I hate that word.
That word
Yeah.
do be.
Isn't it icky? Kind of like step. Nah,
Yeah.
we family or we not? I don't give a fuck
Right.
about it. But that's where they're at. In Rochester. So it's like I don't really know many of them.
Yeah.
But
That's like my biologicals that are in from my father's side that are from Delaware.
damn, I ain't never heard a nigga say that.
That's
Delaware.
where
You need to
I need to
Delaware.
investigate that one.
Nah, my dad is close to them and what have you.
Delaware is a Trump state, so he
But,
might be right.
Oh shit.
But we supposed to take a trip down there because I never met
Yeah.
my uncles and you know what I'm saying from his dad's side.
That's crazy. Son.
yeah,
crazy.
yep. So we're gonna make that trip.
They got hoods in Delaware.
Yeah.
I think Quest family the only niggas in Delaware.
Only.
Nah, me
Yo,
and my
but I
wife,
did-
we went to the casino in Dover. We seen a bunch of niggas out there.
Nah, let me stop because if I ever have to go there, the niggas
Yeah.
seen the pod, they gonna G-check me and all that. I'm too old for that.
Yo,
shit.
I
You gotta
did.
check
I'm
in.
sorry. I'm
Yo,
sorry.
yo,
check
I
in
did
when you go to
find
Delaware.
I did find out that my great uncle was the first black state trooper in New York State.
Damn.
That's
yeah, my
crazy.
Robinson. Yeah. Yeah, I got a picture of him and everything.
Jetta, if you're gonna
Yo,
talk,
I gotta
if
be-
you're gonna talk, get on the camera, Jetta.
You got hold the mic in front of you like a reporter.
Like a reporter.
I don't want to press the wrong button because we got gunshots on here. We got shut the fuck ups. We got, and I think last week I kind
We're
of
gonna see you fuck up.
I think
They
last
tryna-
week I fucked up a
Trying
little
to
bit.
celebrate. Next thing you know, you're
Frederick-
running around drums. He said, congratulations.
Frederick Robinson.
That's fire.
Yeah, man.
The
Got a
first
pinch- Yep.
state trooper in New York
Black,
State.
the first black state trooper.
I mean-
in New York State.
How you come upon that?
My uncle Chucky, who my grandfather, my biological grandfather, he's been breaking. He's got my family crest. He's, you know what I'm saying. He sent me my family crest, and
Fire.
Around what year was that? If you had to guesstimate,
probably the '60s.
bro, can you imagine what he was going through?
Word.
He had to
be
be the
tough.
only black cop on forces for miles.
Yeah.
On the force for.
Have y'all seen?
That's crazy.
Have y'all seen that shit with Kevin Hart? That
That Atlanta
Nigga,
shit.
episodes.
Nigga, can you
kinda-
imagine being the only black cop
It's
like that can traverse the state?
Oh yeah, that's different.
That's fucking weird, bro.
That is.
And you know how they stick.
That's what I was getting to.
No, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
And you know how they stick together? It's like, blue back to blue.
Yeah.
But we know that the division still
It's still there.
Still there.
You know what I mean? So it's one man in a 7 cop station.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm painting a rough scenario.
I mean, state troopers, back then in the 60s, 7. You probably got 5 to 7 cops in that station.
So did he retire from the state troopers too?
Yeah, I believe so. Because my grandfather was a prison guard in New York City too at the same time. So
that means he went through decades of transition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it started this way, and
Is he still living?
I don't think so. Because my grandfather was 90. He passed at like 93. Well, no, he's my grandfather's brother. My great uncle.
Okay.
Yeah, so it had to be early 70s, late 60s. It had to be, if I'm guessing.
Blicka don't want no creatine.
What?
Nah.
You ain't give him no Jetta. You ain't give him no creatine and juice.
Nah, ain't no better.
Oh no! Well, I thought you wanted some. Oh no, he went to get water. That's a fact. He went to go get
You can
some
put
water.
creatine in his water.
But nah, with that whole shit, the
Put the
Kevin
camera
Hart-
on you, Jetta.
Damn, this nigga's the only nigga that be on that shit. Listen, the Kevin Hart shit, he got a whole show on. I believe I don't know if it's like Netflix or something.
About
the detective that's on there is. I can't remember this fucking actor's name. Black actor. He used to.
There's all black in that movie.
But anyway, he was like the only black detective in the shit.
Yeah.
And he was going at it with another detective that was white and using the N-word and all of this shit. So shit was it's crazy.
Was that set back in the day too,
Yeah,
like in the 60s or 50s? Or?
Damn, I'm about to check that out. I ain't see that.
Pimps was heavy type shit.
Yeah, building
That's
that. Isn't it Atlanta? It's supposed to be Atlanta where they're like building a casino type thing.
Nah, he was running.
Just throwing like a party.
Nah, he did the party shit, but his thing was the lotto. So like him and his bitches or whatever was running a lotto and
You know what that shit remind me of that I just watched last week?
Gangsters.
Harlem Nights.
Oh yeah.
What y'all niggas?
It's called Fight Night.
Yo.
It's called Fight Night. The new Kevin Hart shit is called Fight Night.
Yeah.
It's a mini series on Netflix.
Yep, they robbed all the gangsters. They had all the gangsters. They was going to a Muhammad Ali fight, and then he threw a party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the party was supposed to be somewhere else. He convinced the nigga to have it to his shit, and then niggas robbed him.
Oh,
he running around trying to claim his innocence. Like, nigga, I didn't rob you. I didn't know what was going on. So yeah,
That's crazy.
Chicken Man.
Chicken Man.
That's what it's called, Chicken Man.
Nah, it's called Fight Night.
Fight Night.
But
Why you thinking about chicken?
His
His name is Chicken Man.
character in the movie is called Chicken Man.
He's hungry. He's hungry for no fucking reason.
I'm always hungry. I'm fat. It's all right.
Nigga just
The
ate.
fat life chose me. I didn't choose it.
Yo, so that not.
Stop.
Yo, so not to get too dark off that, you know what I mean? But I don't know what it's a segue, I guess, because so what you were seeing how they had the party and they robbed them at the party and whatnot. So I was just listening to a whole what was I listening to? I forget what it was. Some podcast, some crime related.
On YouTube type shit? I be on them motherfuckers.
So the dude was like, yo, you wouldn't believe the story I gotta tell you. And I'm thinking like, man, it's the internet. I done seen it all.
Yeah.
Dude's like, yo, you ever heard about the dude that robbed the party and made people start fucking?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
P. Diddy.
That was on YouTube?
No Diddy.
Yeah. I'll find it.
Yo, find that and send it to
Dude
me. We
was
gotta
like,
play a little bit
and
of
the host is like, what? He like, yeah, bro. They had the party. It's 2 dudes. 2 dudes only. At some house party.
Shit.
I mean, everybody get on the floor. I mean, everybody get their shit up.
Like they pulled the ratchets out.
Yeah, the next thing you know, like I'm reading and I could clip the news article. It's like it's made niggas start fucking. Yo, you fuck her.
Wow.
Like
freaky ass nigga. He has 69
But
yo,
like,
I can't fuck at gunpoint, fam.
but that shit.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not son.
I can't even get busy when my doors is unlocked.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
That's
fucking
a-
gunpoint.
I gotta make sure the house is locked.
So-
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Word.
So that was I'm gonna clip it. And that was a story. Had like, yeah, went in there, robbed everybody, and just wasn't enough.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
How much bread did they get out of this situation?
I mean,
wasn't enough.
It was back.
Start fucking, nigga.
This ain't enough money.
You look good.
He said, "You look good."
Yo, bitch.
Wow, nah, I'ma find it. Y'all gonna be able to.
Jelly be hiding from the camera.
Shit.
Cause you look. Damn, what was that on?
Good.
That's
not poetic justice. Is it?
Nah.
Damn,
That was Eddie Murphy's brother that said that, right? Oh, nah, that was Juice. When they was in the bar.
Oh,
yeah.
I knew that shit was familiar, son.
That shit was crazy, man. That shit was so crazy. The internet is unstoppable.
Yo, so do you think it's a good thing that we have such access to things like that?
No.
Because now I want to look that shit up, right? But this is what my day-to-day is filled with. Like
rabbit hole diving.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that it's necessarily like a bad thing. I think, we always talk about information is key.
Yeah.
So with anything, if you want to get better, so like I've been doing the camera shit and I come to you for information.
Yeah.
If I didn't have access to all this information, I would still be stuck in a place. So it's not that bad. It's just
but you wouldn't be stuck,
That's a good way.
You wouldn't
to...
be stuck because you have him, but you also have the internet. Which, if he's not available, you can jump on there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So that I would be stuck. You know what I'm saying? But just like even with the internet, whether it's prevalent or not even non-essential information, information is information.
Yeah. I feel like it really like when you look at the internet, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you want to be like, how did you find that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be like, where did you go to locate that? How
I typed in.
Like when other niggas
I went to Pornhub and typed in amputee porn. That's how I found it.
Yo, chill, son. Now I gotta bleep that out.
Because when we
put a marker, so we know.
It's like when you
2143.
Yo.
Damn.
That's funny because if you can, because I feel like a lot of things come to comparison as generational. When you look at the generations, like for me and beyond to y'all, we didn't have that access.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I felt like having only so much access made us stick to a certain script.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's a fact.
And when we look at where we are today, we still, we're still students. You know what I'm saying? I learned from y'all learn from me, we learn from everybody learns from us, right?
Real shit.
This generation is not like that.
Hell no.
Because all this access, they go, bro,
That's all they are is access.
You feel me? And it's like,
damn,
you can't really tell nobody nothing these days. And
They don't know nothing about.
So they don't research. So they have access. They tap into it briefly, quickly, but they don't actually dive into information for the majority. You know what I'm saying?
Because they just need to know the information for right now because they can always go back later.
So where do we go from here? Like, where are we going in the future with?
I think that's
when people are going to get chipped up like that video,
right? And I
with
think
the
that's
internet in their brain.
I mean, thinking about the kids, right? The way they are now, like they're not receptive to information because they think they know everything because they have quick access to shit. So it's like they don't like to listen, and I can't say all of them, but a lot of them. So where are we going now? And because of this access that they have to the internet and things are so fast, as opposed to taking your time to learn. And
I think we said, where should we go from here?
Where are we going? I like to be ahead of the curve, but that's the thing. I think is that you got, because granted, right, we could go outside and debate with a random stranger. You know what I mean? Who might know? Not on Main Street. It's probably a fiend.
But
they done fuck Main Street.
But you could go out. You know what I mean? You can go and have a debate with someone, because I know we've all met those kind of people. Those people who. This research says this. This study shows 20% of these guys are this and that and this and that.
Yeah.
But where are you at in correlation with real time?
Word up.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's a big mix up because y'all have so much access. Y'all think y'all know everything that's prevalent to the future. Y'all going off Lawson versus Carlson, 1995.
And they fucking with these memes and
shit.
You
know what I'm saying? And it's like it's a big mix up, bro. Like I think they should.
I think it's crazy that like a 12 to 20-year-old will try to argue and debate with a 21 to 50 or however year old. You don't have life experience. Yes, you have a perspective and a point, and I need to respect that. And this isn't just about me. This is just what I've witnessed a lot. How can you not sit back and respect and listen to somebody who has actual experience? That's what confuses me. Like, I see that shit a lot.
I mean, you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Badass kids at the program. I'd be like, yo, you came in here 3 years ago. You 19 now. That mean you was
ignorantly programmed.
Yeah, you ain't got no experience, bro. Life didn't. I mean, yes, you went through a lot of shit. It may have been a lot of traumatic shit because things happen. What I'm saying is like building on life and being progressive and building a future for yourself.
At 16, you in jail. You have no idea what the positive parts of life are.
I may have peed the bed at 16 at least once or twice. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shit, I might have got drunk and peed. I might have got drunk and pissed the bed in my 20s.
You know that conversation goes deeper. That conversation could go real deep.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, you know, and that's the thing. I try to, you know, like we tap in with these young folks here and there. And then I got some young boy, he's just like, yo, man, I just been through the trenches. You know, you know what I mean? You're only 17. But what did you do to fix that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's really
but what trenches are you living in when you live with your mama? Are you still wearing Jordans?
No, I get. So
you
the
just
thing
choosing
is
not to go to school,
right? So
you think you know everything,
right? So the thing is, they either was born in a dug hole, or they just keep digging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why, like, with us, like, you know, black men, like, they sleep on the mental side of things.
One thing I had to accept is that just because when I was born in the conditions I was raised in were definitely worse than what I see a lot of these kids being raised in, it doesn't take away from them going through a similar experience, even if I view it as they're good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of people are better than what they were back in the 80s and early 90s. That's been one of the things that I struggled with accepting. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, no lights. There was actually roaches and mice running around, and
you ever had your water cut off and you had to go get hose and boil that shit just to eat?
That type of shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Wash your clothes in the bathtub. Oh, but just because they're not going through that, it doesn't mean that their traumatic experiences aren't as traumatic.
It's still traumatic though.
It is traumatic.
They shut my phone off. I don't have any Wi-Fi.
That's a better example. That's a better.
I don't have any Wi-Fi
because we don't even have anything to compare to that, do we?
Lights, nigga.
Yeah.
Cable.
Nigga, lights.
Closest thing was cable.
Cable.
No. Let me tell you why it's not the same. Because we were outside for the majority of the day anyway, so we didn't realize that was taking place until we came back home.
You would still want to come home.
But their phones, they got the motherfuckers all day.
Yeah, that's
You
different.
know what I mean? Like, that's their lifeline.
Damn.
So is there anything that you can compare?
We were blessed to not have the addiction of a smartphone.
Real shit.
But you know what's crazy? Working
cell phone.
Since I working at AT&T, right? You get the.
I didn't want to say it because you guys do the no Diddy shit too much. I was about to be like, yo, Blicka, pull them.
I was gonna say it last time you told that.
Pull the device that picks up our voice.
Thank you.
The recording device. That working at AT&T, you know, granted, I get customers that's anywhere from 30 to 40, 50, 60, 70, right? Then, you know, when we get on the topic of, like, what can we compare it to, then I get to helping a 75-year-old man.
Oh, shit. That's deep.
And then he comes in and he's like, you know, back in my day, but then he got so used to using the phone, when shit goes left, he's panicking.
Yeah, he don't know what to do.
Oh, shit.
So now he done learned how to swipe left, swipe right, snap Facebook.
Yeah.
And now it be simple shit like, man, I can't upload a picture.
Oh, shit.
And they'll come all the way to AT&T. Hey, will you help me upload this picture?
Oh, shit.
Damn, I didn't know it was like that.
Or it's like, I swear to God, I had to.
That's beautiful information to be able to absorb because we can't fathom that.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, and even deleting contacts and like, bro, this is the one that really took the cap for me is that one day I'm sitting there, and this older lady, she had to be about 75. And she didn't know how to delete contacts. And honestly,
She said, I hate this motherfucker. I
Right.
want to get him out my life.
She had a droid, huh?
I don't know. Either one, they be lost in the sauce. So, and this is just put a big perspective on life. I just didn't see it coming. So I'm like, okay, go and do the contacts. Who you want to delete? She's like, I'm like, who is this? Donald something? Oh, yeah, he passed away. You can delete his number.
Oh, shit.
All the numbers that she deleted was people that passed away.
Oh.
How old was she?
It's like 75.
Wow.
Damn.
Bro, and like,
That's deep.
that sent something crazy over me. And I'm just sitting here like, you don't even know how to delete these numbers. You don't even want to look at these numbers.
You know what's deep about that? It's like,
out of there.
okay, so it was a series of people. So that means she was sitting on those potential deletes for a while.
Yeah. And,
Till it built up to the point where she had to come get some help to get that from in front of her.
I mean, that has to be
All the
tough.
time,
You try to.
shit.
I mean, you go on your phone and you start typing a number. Like I can
Yeah.
type your name. So when I go to the thing,
Shit
I
pops
just start
up.
typing, and then your name pops up when I choose.
Yeah.
So if that's what's
Even in
happening,
the text.
yeah. But
Fact.
even if that's happening, if you think about it, like if you go on your phone and you type a number and every other person in your phone who was your friends is no longer here, that's got to
Yeah.
be something crazy. to
Also,
think
it's
about.
like she didn't have any young relatives to help her, like children or.
Yeah,
I think it's, and that's
that's
another, a lot
that's
of these
deep.
old folks live by themselves.
Yeah.
If they're able, it like when I go to like, so I sell some of these old folks direct TV, and it gets to a point I go to their house and they live by themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this 70-year-old lady, I help her set up direct TV, live by herself. Her neighbor Jim come over and help her and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like none of this like, and that's
And that goes back to it goes back to what we were talking about, the generational disconnect, because when we was younger, we was always, I don't want to say at our grandparents' house, but we was always
Yeah, I was
somewhere.
there.
I was there every weekend. I had to go by
Terrorizing
and
shit.
make sure I would go by. My grandma would fry me some chicken. I cut the grass. I do any chores that my granddad needed me to do. They always had a good crispy 20 for me on Saturday. Come over and get my little work done. You know what I mean? I go get that little $20 and then I'm ready to, go half on a 3 for 15 and some Dutchess and a 2 for $2.22 from Burger King, bitch. I was in it to win it on Saturday.
I gotta go check my grandma. Just because Takal lives with her, so I think a part of me has like this complacency knowing that he's there with her and she has company. But I think I need to go check her more. New used to check her out way more often. You know what I mean? I think I allow my busy lifestyle to get in the way of me checking in on my.
I'm the same way,
grandma.
bro.
Yeah.
Same way. I've been feeling all the time.
Put the camera on you, Jetta.
Damn, nigga, I'm going to chill. No, I know what the fuck I'm doing, but every time I fucking
Jetta,
I
maybe
be
you should
thinking about
box
this
him
shit.
out sometime.
Nah, I be thinking about this shit, bro, and like I gotta go see my grandma.
Yeah.
Everybody else going there. My stepmom is always there, and she always telling me about my grandma.
You gotta
I
hold that
need
in
to
front of
go
your
there
lips,
more. I
nigga.
need to
No
go there
diddy.
more.
because like I tell you,
Still hear
Like
me,
this.
I can hear me
No
good.
Diddy.
This is James.
Nah, you do though. I'm
This is
really, I'm
Jetta
being
reporting
serious.
live from the Mindful
This shit is
Exchange
going to the
podcast.
yellow even when I talk right here. So
Oh,
I
okay,
know it's
okay.
missing it.
Yeah, and I tell you, I learned not even like I learned a lesson. You know what I mean? Because granted, we know that's what happens if we don't show up and show face, right?
Mm-hmm.
So granted, when my son was born, you know what I'm saying?
Congratulations, by the way. I don't think I ever told you that.
Man, 5 years in, you're my guy.
Nah,
I appreciate
I definitely did.
Yeah,
5
yeah,
years,
you definitely
I
did.
definitely did.
You definitely did. And she was, just being, how it is. All the kids is a little younger. We still sports, this and that. And at the time, I'm just going crazy, and eventually, I just, you right. You know what I'm saying? His grandma, my mom's not even here for him to have her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn. So we getting over there all the time. Well, I tell you, 5-6 months in, she passed away. Now my son asks about Granny. Now it's like he met her plenty of times, but it's like where's Granny at today? Because it was only 5-6 months where they was going hard.
Yeah.
So now it's like I explained to her, Granny's an angel, Granny's this and that. So it don't affect them because they kids, they don't know. You know what I mean? So when he walked through the door, it's still like, Granny not here today. You know what I'm saying? And then
I keep telling them type shit.
Right, and off of my grandma dying, my grandpa went on a decline. So he got diagnosed with early signs of dementia, failure to thrive, and this is all that conversation I gotta have with my son.
That shit is rough, man.
Repeatedly, just because, you know what I mean? Like, I could have got there early. Like I said, my son was 5. Like, just going through so much, you trying to work out your own kinks in your life and stuff. Yeah, you get, you know what I mean? You know, you get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
But you having that with him now. You know what I'm saying? You having them conversations with him now, and eventually it'll lesson, and he's gonna understand. He'll still know. I'll remember grandma. You know I still remember.
It's just
Get on the camera, Jetta.
It's just, you know what I mean? But yeah, and it's just like that was just something crazy, and that hit me differently than I expected it to. But when I just put the pieces together, I'm like, man, we gotta, you know. So I got him over there, and you know, everything happened the way it did. So at least, you know what I mean, my goal is that I'm just happy that he got to embrace her. You know what I mean? He established. Like, it may sound cliche in a way, but you know, with y'all got tough, if y'all tough with y'all grandparents, or it's like you call her granny, you call her Mima, you call her. You know what I mean? He got to the point to where he established that his.
You know what's funny? He'll never forget that.
Nah.
He'll be 20 years old, and that'll still be a part of his psyche, his mental, his experience. Even if it was a short-lived experience, he might not even interpret how short of an experience it was. It's just the experience that he had, man.
And that he always remember. Those are a part of the tough conversations that, you know, we have to have. You know, we want to live life, you know, the white picket fence, the great memories, the great times, and this and that, you know, but the grand scheme of life, you know, is the balance. So all the good things that we talk about that we want to have and that we live for, you know, there's all these negative things, you know, that that come along with it.
Be just, how the fuck? I'm sorry, Hoodie. I'm sorry. You just triggered me when you said negative things. Not you triggered me, but it just.
But that's,
you know, I've been needing to vent, and I be venting to you all the time. So like.
But it's, I mean, but that's the whole thing. That's what we talked about earlier. Is sometimes when those negative things apply and that you're trying to help and people get through, sometimes those negative things you have to be the bad guy, and it's okay to be the bad guy because I'm a good guy.
It sucks when you're trying to be a good person and a negative motherfucker will try to make you out to be the bad person, all because they have selfish intentions, manipulative intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gain from helping you or wanting you to do better, but for some reason you gain from trying to kick my back in.
You know, but that
shit is whack as fuck.
Some people, you know, are assigned to move mountains in front of people so that they can show other people that it can be done. And when you're one of those people that's moving the mountains, you're not gonna understand why other people can't see you moving this mountain. They're gonna just see, oh well, he could because he's able. You know, but when you do 20 little things, when you do a little thing for 20 different people, it becomes a large thing. And a lot of people don't look at it like that because they're only looking at how you benefit them.
I don't know how the thing that bothers me about this situation, which was an off-camera conversation, which I'll never bring to camera, but helping an individual that you love and care about, right? How does that turn into a motherfucker saying shit about you that is untrue based on you not giving them what they want? It's not like I owe you anything. You know what I'm saying?
But that's exactly what I said. Because when you think about it, sometimes people look at you and they say, "Oh, he got it," because they're looking at the things that you're accomplishing.
This is why I thought it was manipulation off the rip. I've been around the block. I you know, but it's not my position to initially say, "Hey, I think you're trying to manipulate me." It's my position to be on point based on my gut and intuition. So you play it how you play it. But then when we get to the point where I help you, your life is better, you know, that's all I'm concerned with. You're in a good position. But now it's like, oh, you're not going to give me this so I can be better in this position, which is financially related. Now you got a problem with me.
Because
that shit is so weird.
They count in your pockets. You don't
like
count pockets.
Not at all.
You don't count pockets. Oh shit, that's what we doing. Blicka been killing it. What you gonna? Okay, cool. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, Blicka. So we've been keeping track of Hoodie's hands.
Why did this pop up on?
We're not concerned with that. We're just glad it's there. Hoodie has this problem with his hands where he can't help but to.
Well, wait a minute. You made it sound horrible. You know what I'm saying?
I talk with my hands a lot. Huh?
We need a hand counter for Blicka too.
Italian?
Huh?
Ain't you a little Italian?
What you mean, Italian?
Yeah.
What's the blue? What's the blue
word?
say?
I don't mind.
Blue's one hand's the red's two.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Well, so who's winning? Or who's losing?
There ain't no winner or loser.
So those are Hoodie's hands.
The one hand.
Because Hoodie, he'll flip this,
Once
and then he'll get to this going.
Got you. I see what you're saying.
So when the nigga, when he puts one hand up, the conversation, it's gonna be a decent. When he goes two hands, the shit is long.
Put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on for that.
I'm gonna just get it.
That's a real shit.
Hold on, yo, Cap, how was your week, fam?
Oh shit, we didn't even go around the room. That's a fact.
Yeah, but we've been having great combos,
Yeah.
so it's like
That's good too.
we need to bring Blicka back more often.
Yeah.
Yo, I've been. I watched from afar. I didn't want because I was gonna touch base on that topic you was talking about.
Didn't you say you want to do a listening party and all that?
Yeah, so
That's crazy. I didn't even know you dropped something.
None of them, none of the listening parties they've ever went through. That's just how this project has been going.
I thought didn't you want to do one here at the Spit Out?
Yeah. So what?
Listen. Just let me know, nigga.
Yeah, I actually called you. You didn't pick up. You didn't call me.
Hold
back.
up, don't say it like that. Please don't say it like that.
He ignored this shit.
Yeah.
Woo.
Shit.
It don't matter. We ain't using that camera anyway.
Yeah, but you would have still had to
I think
pay for
Jetta
that.
did that on purpose. He pulled the cable.
You better write that check.
I don't know where it just. That shit just started leaning. I don't know where.
We've probably got to give Jetta credit for this one because he's good like that. I don't want this camera on me anymore. He probably pulled the shit from the bottom.
But yeah, we So
when did you?
So can you just start from the beginning?
Yeah.
I dropped this project.
So
called
when
such
look, I didn't know you hit me, but whenever you want to do
I know how you operate. It ain't no.
What does that mean?
That you don't answer the phone. That you don't answer the phone.
So we've been tuned in for too many years.
Oh yeah. It's not like I'm talking to a nigga that don't know.
Yeah. So So basically, I'll give you a quick run through about the project if that's what y'all want.
For sure.
Yeah.
So basically, me, Anthony Cannon, he's from Ithaca. MBK Richie's from Auburn. One day, we obviously just found out about each other. I found out about Anthony Cannon off the humbug. Not to get too crazy, I was still in the streets at the time. He just lived in Ithaca, so I would go chop it with him. Like, yo, boy, you nice, bro. Like, I'm off. I'm not really.
He's dope too.
You know what I mean? I haven't been writing. It's been like 6 months.
Long
mean? So I go. We one day I go to his crib. You know what I mean? And we chilling, smoking, and he's like, yo. I'm like, yo, I don't know. I've been missing it, bro. I was like, I need something that I need, like some. It's like I don't know if I need to write something gritty. If I need to hear something. He said, yo, just. You want to hear something? I'm like, yeah. This is the first time I ever heard of Benny the Butcher and Griselda, whatnot. And he's like, yo, play this. You know what I mean? Whole ride home, I played Benny the Butcher, Griselda, Conway, Westside Gun. Yeah. And I was amazed by the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bringing that street shit back like on some real.
I was amazed by the shit. So I call him and I'm like, yo, this that shit, right? That shit.
Yo, this is it.
Yeah. So then the next thing you know, bro, I'm like, yo, I got a spark. Yeah. You know what I mean? Bar study. That's how bar study come about. I wasn't even gonna
That's so dope, man.
I wasn't even gonna put out bar study. Bar study was the first thing smoking since, the vibes. The joint album with Chirp, and that was like 2 years before that. Yeah. So did that. We linked up in Auburn just to do a collab track, 1-2 tracks. But mind you, something about the night was just different. Us 3, 4, 5 other homies. It was like you know
I know what you mean.
When you in the lab and it's like, yo, I feel this shit. So we was like, why don't we just do a tape?
Yeah.
You just look around.
When it locks in and it is what it is, there's no denying that feeling.
Yeah, so
let's go.
So we just started working and, you know, making trips to Ithaca, making trips to Auburn. You know what I mean? And
Look like the king of the 8-hour session.
Life started happening.
I was with this nigga
he know how to work though.
That's why I said he's the king of the 8-hour session.
Because he knows he's gonna step in the session with the things that he needs in the session, drinks, little snack here and there.
Facts.
I'm not rushing. What up? Let's
Facts.
talk
I think this
politic, and then we'll get to the music. That's how I be trying to explain this shit to a lot of these younger dudes. Like, you have to treat a session like, not like it's work, but it's like your passion and it's art.
Facts.
And you're approaching it like you're creating an artistic piece that's gonna last a lifetime.
That's a fact.
That's the era we come from. That's the only way I know how to like produce music.
Catch the vibe. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Imagine going to the session and there's no vibe. You just go in, it's like, oh fuck yeah, let me get in the booth. I gotta say some shit. I'm out of here.
Nigga paid you to do a song for a feature.
I wouldn't even.
And that's what I'm not big on. It's like there's this one artist in the town, and I tell him, I'm like, yo, I never charged no one for a feature. I never really cared to be on that, to seem like I was on that level. You know what I mean? So, yo, you need a feature, hit me. You know what I'm saying?
I got a song with Blicka.
Hit me. Cause granted, I mean, like, after y'all,
Hoodie been bootlegging y'all shit for 2 years, nigga. He ain't cut you in.
So granted, I'm like, yo, you know, cause when they look at you a certain way, like with you, when I can only imagine when you first hit that status of, oh, that's cap. The niggas want to work with you. Yo, please come through. It gets to the point
It was weird.
I can't. You know what I mean? I can't come through right now. You want to do a song? Send me a joint. I had a verse. You want to do something extra while we there? We'll get to it. I don't want to just come. I don't really know you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I know I'm good, but like,
this nigga's
nah.
Right now. You know
but I know exactly what you're talking about. And there's a circumstance that happened with one individual that I have a lot of respect for, that he didn't understand where I was at when I was telling him. We both know him. We both got love for him. You know what I'm saying? But I was in the streets hustling, doing what the fuck I had to do.
Right.
And he was pressing me to do a feature, and he took offense to it that I wasn't moving on his time. I wasn't on my rapper nigga shit.
I was on my
get my money and provide for my family. You know what I'm saying? But I also understand on the flip side, like, okay, somebody seems like they're hot in the game right now. You want to get a feature with them. You want to da-da-da. But you
gotta take it as it comes, and at the same time, it's like, bro, because it gets to a point. You ever get to a point where you gotta explain to someone that you just regular?
Yeah.
And I
never my cousin Vop will tell you.
You ain't regular to everybody.
I get
putting
it.
out work, nigga. These niggas is inspired by you.
You're both correct
really,
in my opinion
too.
You right?
Because you can't sit here and tell us that you're regular like they're regular. Because you do produce what you do.
Yeah,
because we know what they look like.
Right.
But I also understand what you mean. Like, yo, I'm a human being, motherfucker. Let me have a drink and chill or smoke my weed. And
I'm more of a philanthropist than I am anything this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's to the point now, man. I don't even want you to talk to me. About music, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't go out, son.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to talk to nobody about.
Do you have something you want to talk about? What's your life like? You know
what my life is like? My life is like, hey, I've been hitting up Curtis and he hasn't answered. Do you think you can get me in?
Yo,
you think?
Yo, Blaze be hitting me. Blaze be hitting me every other day and being like, yo, But he knows by now that, because my whole point is this. I told y'all, like, I've been doing this shit for so long, like the engineering, recording, finessing shit, that I'm protecting my energy now. Like, I've worked hard to get to where I'm at. I don't have to work with everybody. So if I can't fuck with you vibe-wise, I don't even want your money, because the money is not even, it's not about the money. For you, it's about the money stepping in. But for me, the 2 or 3 or 4 hour fee that you're paying, that shit don't even register because that shit is gone as soon as you gave it to me.
Yeah.
If I can't lock in with you and feel the vibe and energy that we have when we in there, I'm not doing that shit.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Do you get people that come in and you not feeling the vibe and you kind of just like, because I've been in here when you work with niggas and it's you trying to help them with their track.
I do that a lot. I do that a lot.
There's people that come in and you just like, you want them in and out.
Yeah, nigga. Shit. Well, actually, nowadays, no, because I cut that off. That's why you, Blaze, Hoodie will get these messages from people saying, hey, I'm trying to get in touch with Cap to get in the studios because I'm telling niggas like, nah.
Yeah, you gonna
that nigga call and be like, yo, I got this session. Can you come down? And we be out there talking the whole time. Yeah. They done stop. Oh, yeah, I got you. Run that back. Let's do it again. It sounds great. So, hey, you know,
and it's not a disrespectful thing. I want to be clear on this. Like, it's not a disrespectful thing towards the artist because, you know, I could have like dubbed an artist that might fuck around and turn into like the biggest artist in the world, a platinum selling artist. So I'm not discrediting anybody for what they do and how they do it. But what I'm saying is me protecting me on my journey is like, I just, that's not what I do. There was a point in time when that's what I did, and I've never been the type to let somebody to like encourage me to do some shit I don't want to do. Yeah. I want to lock in the studio, which is my passion and love, with people that I love to be in the studio with. And since there's no financial incentive for it right now, I can pick and choose who I work with.
Nice.
That's a blessing. Yes.
It really is.
Word.
Been here 8 years, bro. You know how many sessions I had that I didn't want to sit in? The fuck?
Until now.
But I still appreciate them. Yeah. I still did a good job. Some of them I didn't do the best. Regular work shit. Yeah. I still appreciate it. I'm not knocking nobody. I won't say no names. But my point is, I earned the right to be in the position I'm in. So,
yes, sir.
Fuck that.
At the end of the day, you had to. It's like people don't even know. Like, saying no is
crazy.
It's like
powerful.
It is because like you said, you got to mind. You got to be mindful of your peace now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, like, bro.
I had a 10-hour session with this individual once, right? This individual didn't even finish the song to where they were happy with it, and we spent like the last 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, talking about how this individual was battling with like anxiety and depression, which was cool because, I went to school for that. So we can sit here and talk. I'm not knocking this individual, but when you booked a 10-hour session with me, I was like, oh, you must be the truth. It's not somebody we grew up with, not somebody, you know what I'm saying? So
wait, not that white boy.
I'm not.
I'm not like him.
No, hold up.
Read the room with that one.
Hold up. First and foremost,
yo, you stupid.
First and foremost, you said not the white boy. The only white boy I do 10-hour sessions with is Basement Child, Tarek, and it's definitely not him. That's one of my guys. Listen. It's not him. He's somebody I had this conversation with. He's
not even to cut you off. That was one of my examples for what you were saying. He was gonna be my follow-up, man.
Real talk.
Yeah, he's nice. He's all right.
Yeah.
And he puts in the fucking work.
Yeah. Jetta, use the microphone, bro.
I was trying.
We about to take that shit to your dreads.
I was trying to keep it on the table, nigga.
Yo, put the camera on you too, my nigga.
Because I was gonna say, because just what you were saying, like how when you choose to display passion, you know what I'm saying? He was one of those ones.
I still work with him to this day.
And he was
dope.
Because when it came out of nowhere, I'm like, yo, where the what?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He's dope,
but
man.
That's not really what matters. So it's like you did what you did and you gave him a light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and granted, if you didn't,
he shows me so much love and respect too. Like love and respect that I don't feel like sometimes I'm deserving of, because you brought your skill set and we met each other 50-50, right? So it's not about me, it's about me recording the artist, and then we just turned into like friends, you know what I mean? So it's hard to explain to somebody like, yo, we met, this is what we do, we still peoples, keep it moving.
So real quick, not to segue in, but we got a bunch of videos.
Yo, what do you want?